Shalom and welcome to another video of Our Story Children's Crafts. My name is Renaya, and you can you can say that this is a continuation of the last video I did, because I did mention in that video that I was going to try to find or research a safer vase that the children can work with, um, concerning that last craft that I did, the fruit of the spirit bouquet. And guess what? I did my research, and all praises, I found the right craft to do, as far as to make a vase for that particular craft. So I think I did a sample here. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, isn't that cute? So this way, let me just grab these pieces that I did. So this way the sticks that you have, the fruit of the spirit, is right there. Okay? Can you see? Okay? Isn't that cute? Okay, and then of course, this can be designed any, way that the child wants. They can color it, like put little designs on it. Or I thought what would be cute is these little, the children that don't work with glue, they have these little press-on, stick-on little gems. And then of course you can get a bag of these gems or a box of these gems from the Walmart, and have them more so paste to this particular project. And also, you don't have to keep the edges pointed like this or square like this. You can, cut a design, make it curly, like curl it at the ends. Okay, so you just work with it. Okay, so let's get started with this craft. So this is more so, it's going to be something first or for the adults to do, because it's some cutting involved that the children will not be able to do. So you're more so going to pre-cut for the children. So let's get the supplies needed. You would need some scissors, or either, this is optional, a box cutter, but the scissors will do just fine. I just found it easier for me to deal with the box cutter. And of course you would need your paper towel roll, or your bathroom tissue roll. Okay, so it doesn't matter, either will work. You would need a pencil. You would need some construction paper, colorful construction paper. I would pre-cut in various colors, so this way if you have a lot of children, or if you're dealing with, whatever color the child select, then that's what you would cut. Let's see here. Also, a ruler and glue stick, and I'm quite sure I did say pencil. And what else? Oh, I would also take an old CD casing, so this way you can use this to cut on, because you don't want to mess up your table that you're working on, of course. Okay? All right, so let's get started here. So the first thing that you're going to do, now the paper towel, not the paper towel, the tissue roll is about this length. So if you're using the paper towel, you can cut it the length of what an actual toilet paper roll would be, or you can just take the paper towel roll and just cut it in half. Okay? So let's get started. I already did the pink, but anyway, I cut this. But what you're going to do is you're going to fold the construction paper in half. Once you fold it in half, you are going to cut it in half. Okay? So once you cut it in half, I hope you all can see. Okay, so once you cut it in half, you're going to take the paper towel roll, and of course the smooth, even surface will be your bottom. Okay, because you don't want, after you cut and it's not even, to start leaning over every which way. Okay, so we'll use this part already, the end part as the bottom. So you want to measure it. You want to measure it to the length of the, against the length of the paper. So once you have it measured, you take your pencil and you mark where you measured it at, okay? And then you are going to cut where the mark is. You're going to cut that out, okay? So this would be the excess. So when I saw the video, they just had this plain paper towel just stuck up in the construction paper, but then I was like, that looked tacky. So what you can do with the excess, you can have the child, this is something that the child can do, is to take it and then just cover the roll, and then glue. Okay, so let's do that right now. We'll do that later. I'm not trying to make this a long video. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to glue on both sides of the construction paper that you have cut. Okay, so I would like put maybe an inch from the edge of the paper on both sides. Okay, so this way you have an opening on top and bottom of the paper. Okay, so just make sure that's blue. Okay, so now you're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure. You're going to make some lines. So you're going to measure, each line should be at least an inch apart from each other, okay? So, and then it doesn't have to be perfect. Just once you know that's about an inch, then you just go ahead and make some lines going across. And it doesn't have to really, you don't even have to measure. You don't want you just don't want them too wide. If I can leave that like that. So I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. Okay. So now, and see, I don't have any lines at the edges, so you don't have to worry about the edges because you're not going to cut the edges. You're going to cut in the middle where these lines are. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors, open them up, and then please be careful. Just cut on the line. So you want to make sure, just make a slit on the line, but you want to make sure that you're going deep enough where it's cutting both sides of the paper like this. Okay? So that's why I prefer using the blade, because this way you get a better cut. And if you're good at measuring, you really don't, you wouldn't have to even draw lines. Just cut. Okay? Okay, so now it's already pre-cut for the child to do their thing. Okay, so let's cover the roll with the leftover paper. The paper. I try not to waste anything. I don't know, sometimes I think I'm a borderline hoarder. Okay, so now it's time to place the roll into the paper. So I'm gonna start from the bottom, and you're gonna put the paper towel roll or the roll in there, and all you're doing is just skipping one, putting one over, skipping one, putting one over, skipping one, placing one over, skipping one. Okay? All right. So of course, well, I think I used all my excess paper, and forgot to make mention that also you can either use tissue, paper towel, but I'll just use this extra part because you want to kind of like ball it up and then put it inside at the bottom, so this way once you put your sticks in, it's not going to fall out. Okay, it's going to hold. Right? And of course, you know, if you don't want to keep the ends squared, you can, you can kind of like make a little pretty design like that. So whatever, however you can make some like that, keep some square. And then what the children can do is, how long is this video? It's time for me to give it a video. Okay, take these little gems and with this stuff right here, I think you're going to need the liquid glue with some of them. But they do have some stick ones. I guess the flatter ones. And this is like girly. So this would be something more so like for the girls. You know, something like that. Then again, you just take your sticks, and I think with this you can make the sticks even shorter. You know, you can cut them down. Okay, so there you go, your fruit of the spirit. Okay, this one is not sticking good, but anyway, it's not dry. But there you have it. So I just wanted to show you a safe vase that the children can use for the fruit of the spirit bouquet if you decide to share that particular craft with your children. Okay, so that concludes the end of this video, and until the next video, peace and blessings to you all. Shalom.